Okay. Take like 45 because this is a nightmare trying to get this mic to work with this camera. All right. Happy October. Let's get into what the collective message is for this month, October 2025. Use the Jack-o'-lantern tarot just because it's October and it's fun. The wind is blowing, the sun is shining, the doors are open, so if the lighting is off, it's because it's all natural light. So bear with me. So let's take a look at what messages we have in each of the houses and what they represent in the Zodiac for the collective for the month of October. What can you tell us? Well, it might help if I could get the cards to cooperate. Or my hands. I do all 12 houses, and then I will do a 13th card here in the center to round it off. We're going to start with the first house, and this is how we are identifying as a collective right now and where our energy is as a collective. And it's in Aries. The Knight of Wands. All right, a little mixed energy here. The Knight of Wands is on a mission. Like, he's got a plan. He trusts his plan, but unfortunately, sometimes he goes too fast. He can go off a cliff if he's not careful. Okay, he can be a little reckless. Slow down. As a collective, let's be in the moment. Let's hold the energy that we have. And it's interesting that today on the show, that was a collective message for a lot of people. We have the full armor on, but we don't always, sometimes we can just sit in that moment. Okay, we're divinely protected. Let's not make mistakes. We've gotten this far. Let's not do anything dumb. Okay, I'll just say it the way it is. The second house is Taurus, and this is financial and materialistic things. Where are we at? The Hermit. Well, if that doesn't sum it up, God is saying, I'll bring it when I'm ready. This is God's plan. God has a plan to prosper his people. And this skeleton up here, he's got to get rid of what's dead to him, the negativity. I always pay attention to the decks. Wings tells me which ones to use because the picture will tell you everything. This one, this guy's not watching where he's going. He's about to run his horse off a cliff. Pay attention. Don't get distracted with all the garbage going on in the world. We need to stay focused. Use wisdom. This says God is staying focused on a path. He's going the right way. He's very careful. Timing is everything, but he's got to get rid of what's dead to him. Okay, so finances are in God's hands. The third house of Gemini. Now, this is about your mental state, how you talk to yourself. All right, how is the collective treating each other, communicating with each other? Six of Wands, good. We're positive. We're cheering each other on. We are congratulating each other on our milestones spiritually and the actions we've been taking. We've done very, very well. Like I said, we've come so far. Let's not mess it up. We trust God, but we are boosting each other up. If this is not your personal situation and someone is tearing you down, you do not need that person in your life. Let God handle it. But this is a victory card. The fourth house is in Cancer. Now, this represents home and family. How are things going on under your roof? Now, this may or may not resonate with you because every household is different, obviously. Strength, strong, you're holding it. You're holding down the fort, okay? You're keeping your family together and halfway sane, right? You've got the strength to do this. You can tame this beast. If they're starting to get out of control and on your nerves, reel it in. It's okay. It's all right. You've got the upper hand. All right. Now, the 5th house is in Leo. All right, lovable Leo. That is creativity. What are we thinking about doing? What would we like to do? What are we trying to start something new? Ignore the creaky door, the wind's blowing. Ace of Swords. This is communication. I know it's hard to see all these, but I can't get them all in one. Ace of Swords is about communication and waiting for the message, basically from the divine creator. This is God's hand, okay? He's going to tell us what to create, where to create it, who to create it with the right information at the right time. He's going to give you those creative ideas. Yes, of course, they're embedded in you. It's in your DNA. It's divine. So let those ideas flow and write it down. Swords are about communication. Write it down. Start getting your ideas. Share them with others, because you might be in a project with a like-minded person. Now, the 6th house is in Virgo, and this is about your job or your physical health. How are you handling the everyday 9 to 5? Whether you're at home mopping the floors or you're out grinding and doing a 9 to 5 job. Okay? The Emperor. You've taken control. All right? That's good. Now, the Emperor can be a little overbearing if he's not careful. All right? We cannot be control freaks in every aspect, but you've taken control of where you'll work, where you won't, what you'll do, what you won't do. You're in charge. I'm very proud of the collective so far, because we have just kind of learned to come into our own, where we feel comfortable, what feels right, and we're holding our own. Now, the 7th house is in Libra, and this is your love. All right, lovebirds out there searching for that partner. Let's see where you're at. 4 of Cups. Don't get so distracted with the idea of where's my man or where's my woman. All right, where's my lover? Don't get so distracted emotionally with that we're not paying attention to what's really going on of other emotional things. Okay? Some people, and I have some people in the family where that's all they can live and breathe and think about. But I need somebody. I want you to worry about you be in a good place. Okay? The 8th house is in Scorpio. And this is about changes that are going to happen in October. What can we see change? Queen of Pentacles. The focus on the materialistic things. We could change our focus. We could change our minds about what we think we need to work on. We may be strengthening our focus. She is really honed in on that pentacle. That means her focus is keep your energy and vibration on materializing what you need and what you want. But that list might change. What you think you might need or want, there's a difference between the two. Do you know the difference? Things that you want versus what you really need. Your focus might actually change. Be patient. We think we got it all lined out about how our life will be completely the way we want it, the way we've always wanted it, until it happens. And then we might change our mind. Give yourself a little mercy and grace, okay? The 9th house. I'll pull these cards down as much as I can when I flip them so you can see them. The 9th house is in Sagittarius, and this is spiritual knowledge. How are we going to favor in the month of October? Is our spirituality growing? The disappointment, sadness, misinformation. You may learn some things about your spirituality that you thought were on par. Like, well, I know what I know. You might be disappointed to find out some things are not actually true. I want you to focus on what we've all tend to talk about. Religion is a man-made thing. Don't focus on what man lied to you about. Focus on what you feel in your heart and what the true truth is. Okay? Man and the devil have manipulated what we call religion. You do not want religion. You want a relationship with your Creator. All right? This too shall pass. So if you feel sad, yes, they did it. Have forgiveness. I know. But you have to forgive and love your enemies. I know. Easier said than done. I struggle with it as well. All right. The 10th house is in Capricorn, and this is career ambitions. What would you like to do? Here it says we may change our focus. But what would we like to do? Where is our career focused? 5 of Pentacles. Helping the sick and the homeless. This is helping humanity. We didn't compromise. We didn't get this far. We refused to take the bait of the devil and the man-made religion. It's been hard. But these people are sick and they're homeless. And this is our focus. So career-wise, we're all wanting to become philanthropists. We want to help humanity. And I think that's a beautiful thing. The 11th house is in Aquarius, and this focuses on community and friends, right? Could be your next door neighbor. It could be a person that you just chit-chat and messenger with. It could be your neighborhood. Whoever this is, how is this going to fare in October? Knight of Swords, spreading truth. Continuing our mission. This is absolutely, you might have a neighbor who sees something happen and they're very confused. Maybe they've been in the dark and they're not awake. They fell for all the lies. We have to pick up the pieces from sadness and disappointment. When they come running and go, "What do you know?" Tell them the truth. Be prepared to share this with your community. Your next door neighbor may be asleep and they're about to get a wake-up call, and they're going to need somebody to give them a hug, not tell them I told you so, and say, "Here's the real truth. How can I help?" That's humanity. All right. The 12th house is in Pisces. These are challenges for the month of October, possible losses, but these are things we're going to face head on with faith. 9 of Pentacles. Independent wealth. You're like, "Jen, that's not a challenge." Yes, it is. Have you ever been wealthy? Because you're about to have more than you can handle. "Oh, I can do it on my own." No, you can't. I hope you can. She's independent. All right? She's right there. She's like, "I can do this. I got this." She doesn't have any helpers at all. She summons the animals to her. She does everything because she got it all lined up. She got a plan. I can do it myself. But remember, this is in the challenge spot. Nobody's going to tell me how to do my plan until it gets too big for you. All right? You think changing the world is a one-man job? Nope. I'm happy that you have confidence. I'm happy that you have faith. But we do this together, not alone. All right? I'm going to pull this over to the side here, and I'm going to flip one final card here in the center for the collective. 6 of Swords, moving out of troubled waters. Divine protection. The truth and the information are these swords, and that blocks us from any negativity that could come our way. Hold safe and true to your truth, what the truth is, and you're going to be moved out of the troubled waters that we've been in. That's a beautiful way to end this reading. It's going to get better from here. It's only going to get better. 6s in tarot are all about victories and things getting better and sharing, helping one another. They're being rescued. Someone's rescuing them. All you got to do is get in a boat. All right? Kind of like that, as in the days of Noah, huh? Just get on the daggone boat. We trust God. All right, family. Overall, beautiful reading. We do have some challenges ahead. Let's not think we're too big for our britches. Let's not lose our crap when we start hearing things that we thought were accurate and they're actually not. All right? Our focuses of what we think we've got all planned out, it might actually change. But it's all right. You're holding down the fort. You're doing better. My lovebirds, don't get distracted. I want you to be happy and I want you to have that love, but make sure that you're okay with yourself first and you're ready for it. Okay? All right. Overall, October looks really positive. We do have some bumpy things that are going to test our faith, and that's all right. It's all right. We've got God. You are protected. Stay in that hedge of protection and those positive thoughts. We can change the world. Let's stick together. All right. I hope you got a blessing out of it. Now I got to go change this camera and hope it works. All right, guys. Many blessings.